I just want to preface this by saying there will be Stranger Things spoilers. Gross eating and my dogs interrupting me.
Hi, it's me. I'm back again. And I'm gonna be talking about the new season of Stranger Things because I've seen a lot of people talk about it and it's the new thing. I'm making this video on the 28th of December and I watched it as soon as it came out. So I've had a few days to think about it very well. I know that a lot of people have been talking about this, and I just wanted to say that I feel like there's a lot of things that could have been done better and been less rushed. Here I've got it's a Taco Bell burrito, but honestly, I don't know which one it is. I'm pretty sure this one could be the volcano. It is. I think that that the whole breakup scene between Jonathan and Nancy should have been more explicitly a breakup scene, because myself and many other people that I've seen couldn't tell that it was supposed to be a breakup. So I think they could have handled that situation a bit better. I've also seen a lot of people comment on how they think that the two main ships in the show, Maleven and Byla, have just been ruined. And I don't care about Byla. Like, I know, like, I'm a very feminine person. You'd assume that I was like, that I loved it or something, I don't know. But I think the main part that I disliked about that was the fact that they ruined the friendship between Will and Mike because people thought they were like gay. And the Duffer Brothers have wrote it so that they don't have any scenes where they're even friends like they used to be. I think it was hinting at something more, but it might have just been foreshadowing about Will. I feel like it's probably it's a very difficult thing to talk about because there are people with very deep opinions on all sides. And I think that a lot of the like the newer characters have been given too much screen time over the original plots and the plot lines that weren't finished throughout the last seasons. The part that I did enjoy was I enjoyed the part with Dustin and Steve. It was a very emotional moment, and I think both the actors were able to convey that very well. No, I did not appreciate the like the fact that there were so many irrelevant people in the room while the coming out scene was happening. I've seen a lot of people say that the whole thing was just not important, or it was, what's the word? It was pointless, maybe. But like, I've seen people say that it wasn't relevant to the story. But like, in a sense, I agree that it wasn't relevant for Mr. Clark, Carly, maybe even Steve to be there in the room while it was happening, because it was a very like intimate moment. He was ugly crying, he was loud crying. Like, there are people there who barely even know him, or that haven't really been in his life for years. What I think should have happened in that scene was that it should have stayed between Joyce and Will, or between Joyce, Will, and the main four characters, as in, that is Elle, Lucas, Dustin, and Mike, and Joyce and Will. Like, it should have stayed intimate with him, his best friends, his mother, and now that I think of it, Jonathan, because he is very important to that scene. I've also seen a lot of people criticising Millie Bobby Brown, or Millie Bonnie Bon Jovi, for like her face fillers, when it's not really relevant to the story, and it doesn't really change anything. The fact that she has face fillers or lip injections, I don't think people should care so much, because we live in a world today where people are scared of aging and they're not allowed to. People are more praised for staying younger or aging well, when it shouldn't be this way. So I feel like people criticizing Millie, I don't know what I'm gonna call. I'll just call her Millie for now. When people are criticizing Millie for getting fillers, but also criticizing people for getting older, it'll be the same people criticizing Winona Ryder for aging, when they can't get their story straight on whether they want people to age naturally or stay young forever. And I've seen people make the point that you couldn't really get filler as simply as you can today in the 80s. Sorry, you can't really get filler in the 80s as you can now. But the actress isn't from the 80s. Like, if a show is going to be made modernly, like it's made recently in the past couple of years, not everything is going to be extremely accurate. Like there are some issues, like continuity issues, where like there have been things that didn't really exist in the 80s, like certain brands or certain deals. And even the movie that Holly was watching, I think it was a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, that didn't exist on that date. It was only in theatres. So, like, it wouldn't have been on the TV. But honestly, I don't think that changes much. It's not so important to the story. It's more just like a filler movie that was meant to like add a memory. This one should be the grocery burrito. I've never had this before because I live quite a while away from my nearest Taco Bell. And I know it probably is completely atrocious to you that I'm not dipping anything in sauce. I didn't get the option to add a sauce, So I don't know how like I would have done that. I know this is probably very obvious, but it's like straight away you get a very cheesy flavour. I think it's pretty good so far. Fun fact about me, I can't eat ground beef unless it's from Taco Bell. So as you can see, there's ground beef in there, but if I try and eat it from anywhere else, or if I even try and like make something at home with ground beef, I just can't eat it. Like I literally, like my body just rejects it. It just comes right back up. Honestly, this might be a controversial opinion, but I don't think Taco Bell even needs sauces. Like, I mean, like you don't need additional sauces. Like the sauces come inside of the taco, the burrito, the nachos. They come with everything, so I don't think it's necessary to add extra sauces. Like, and you can call me crazy for that, because I know that there are people on this app who drown everything in sauces, and like I'm a sauce person, but I feel like it's like built in already. But yeah, I know that a lot of people like to see like the whole like loads of sauce. Like personally, it's not for me. I think it would just go mushy in your mouth, and it would just give me the ick. I'm really glad that that Max and Lucas are finally like happier together, like because obviously she came back, but I think that the time management of the whole season actually, like not even just part two, was just really bad. Like there were scenes that go on for much longer than they could have done. This might be a controversial opinion, but I feel like through all the seasons, my favourite was probably season 3, because like that the characters get to act more like kids, and like it's not just because of like Mike and Eleven breaking up, it's more because like Eleven got to explore herself more. Hugo. And like I don't even like really want Violet or anything like that, but what I do want is for Eleven to be able to discover herself and be on her own for a while, so that she can like grow as her own person. Go on, Hugo. What's this? Go. Anyway, I think that this probably isn't going to happen because they've been setting up this relationship for 9 years, and Hugo, and basically the worst case scenario is that Eleven listens to Carly and they both die, which is probably not the best, and I'm pretty sure that Carly is going to become a traitor and then literally just kill 11. Like not like kill her, but more like she's going to trick 11 into doing that plan. And then what's going to happen is like the whole time Carly in the Upside Down is just going to have been like an illusion, and then she's just going to be a traitor. But I do think that somebody is going to figure this out at some point and just stop it, and then they're going to like kill Carly or something. No, probably not. They're probably just going to like forgive her. Power of kindness. Hugo, go away. Do you see what I was saying in one of my other videos? Like you literally cannot eat in this house without a dog up your ass. And then there's one on that side, so if this dog gets too close to me eating my food, that one growls at him, and then they try and have a kerfuffle, have a fight. I mean, a little known fact about me is I was a vegetarian for the first 5 years of my life. It's probably why I like meat so much, because I mean, you know what, I'm actually shocked that it didn't give me some sort of like intolerance to something in meat, because if you have like if you're not used to something, like if you're a full-on vegetarian, like I know a vegetarian isn't as crazy as like a vegan, but if you're a vegetarian from a very young age, isn't it supposed to like affect you or something? I'm glad that didn't happen, because as I said, I love meat. I like chicken and steak. Could go for a steak. I can't even lie, I was expecting like a bigger meal. Like, I knew that it was only the 2 burritos and some chips or fries or whatever, and a drink, because I've got a drink. But like I was expecting bigger. I know for a lot of people this makes me very big, but like I'm literally growing. I'm literally only 15. I'm gonna grow. And it might be horizontally, but I'm gonna grow. In recent developments of my life, I changed my septum jewelry. It's a bit crooked right now, but and it was doing really well until like 2 days ago, where it started getting like like you know how some piercings they get like a crust. It's starting getting those real bad, and it hurts. Like the actual like tissue here would already hurt, but like these like crusty things, if I try and get them off, sometimes so easy, just pop straight off on both sides. Some of them stay, and it's like they're like not fully solid, so I can't even take them off, and it's kind of painful. Like it's really painful. Like, and also like trying to adjust it when there's like some sort of like crust residue on the bar, and you just adjust it, and then the whole friggin' piece of crust goes through your nose. It's not the best. It's not for the weak. It literally made me cry, but it's okay. Like, it's so chill. You may be wondering why I'm still in pajamas. Recently I've been like, I know it's like difficult to tell, but recently I've been a little bit depressed. Like, I haven't really been able to get up super early or get dressed as easily. Like, I have been showering and I have been getting dressed, but I've been doing it around 4 p.m. for the past couple of weeks. Like, I just haven't been able to get up. Like, and like by the time it's 4 p.m, that's when I've been able to build myself up to do it. I think I 100% would order again. But, basically, since the last time we spoke, a lot has happened. Like, a lot of stuff with my grandma or my nana, and stuff with Christmas. Like, not bad stuff for Christmas, but like, it's been, it's been good. I have spent the past like week drunk, but that's okay. That's why I'm still in pajamas right now. Like, I'm not right now, obviously. But basically, yeah, like, that's been my life for the past little while. But on Christmas, though, I did get a new laptop. It's an Asus Windows 11. I don't know what exact type it is. I think it said the word light on it, like Lite. Please ignore my dog. He is so greedy and so big and such a fat boy. Look at him. I know you probably can't see him as well as I can, but look at him. Look at him. Sorry, that was just me putting away my rubbish or trash, if you want to be an American. And this is the waste card afterwards. Nothing's really changed. I know that like bloating and stuff should be like taking time or something, but hair's gonna hair, but I'm still skinny. Skinnier than the hips. One thing that I'm really scared of, that I'm really glad hasn't happened yet, it's like, well, I'll try and like simulate it right now. Like, I don't think it's possible because my nose is still a bit swollen, but like, for the ball to get stuck in here and then I take a drink, pull down, and then my whole nose just falls off. That's something I'm really terrified of. I know my whole nose wouldn't fall off, but like, I'm terrified that my nose is just gonna like rip or get caught on something. And this morning I woke up and I could have sworn that there was bruises right here under my nose, like under my nostrils. And I'm pretty sure that that didn't happen because I asked my friends, like I sent a picture, I was like, can you see the bruises under my nose? And they were like, no. And so I was I was kind of glad about that, but like, so yeah, I had to move because my dogs are growling at each other and I do not want a fight on my hands. But yeah, it was an okay Christmas generally. Like, it was pretty good. I don't really know what to talk about now. One last thing about Stranger Things. I really dislike Carly. I don't know how to say it in like an English accent because I am English, but like I don't know how to say it in like I know how Americans say it, like Carly, but like I don't know how to say it, like how I'm supposed to say it. But anyways, I really used to like her character the first time I watched Stranger Things, like season 2. But then I rewatched it, and then I realized like she's kind of like horrible. Like, she's kind of being really mean right now, and like bringing back Eleven's trauma. So then I didn't like her. And she came back and I thought, oh good, redemption. She did not get a redemption. She literally just like told 11, we have to disappear. Like, no, you don't say that to like a 16-year-old. Like, the only way to get out of this cycle of abuse is to kill ourselves. Do it. Do it. Like, that's just like really weird. Like, you can't say that. Like, I know it's a show and like I shouldn't really be this invested, but like, as a character, I don't like her for that. I didn't really like her before because she was not very good, but like, I also think that there's like a theory that she killed her own squad, like the whole group of people that she was in a gang with or whatever, and then she turned herself into the military as like a bait for 11. I don't know how long ago she would have done this, but like would she have been there for like 2 years as bait for 11? I don't know, that's kind of weird to me. But like, I think the theory is possible that she did kill her team members. But like, I don't think it would really add much to a character to reveal it in the last episode. So a lot of theories probably aren't really conceivable right now, because they can't play out in this one episode. I get it's 2 hours, but that's going to be split into 3 parts. 40 minutes talking about Vecna's childhood, 40 minutes of actual plot, and then 40 minutes of the epilogue. So it's kind of not a good like situation. It's just kind of bad, because I'm sure that if they did this maybe not 10 years ago, if they did this maybe 5 years ago, around about when they would have planned to, first season, second season, like consecutively, year after year, I think it could have been way better, because they were in the same headspace that they were in when they were first writing it. So they would have got more accurate, well thought out plans, because we know that the Duffer Brothers lied about everything already being planned. Like, there are some aspects that were planned, but like a lot of this season seems rushed, unplanned, and in parts it kind of just seemed boring and cliche. And that is not me saying that I am not going to watch the last episode, because the last episode could literally put it all into perspective and make it make sense. But like, I already know a lot of perspectives that a lot of other people don't with the first shadow. So if that isn't enough to help a little bit, then I don't think there's much they can do in these 2 hours that can help a lot. I also like, I know I've been rambling for the past like 8 minutes, but like, I feel like maybe, like, we know that Finn isn't gonna die. Sorry, Mike. We know that Mike isn't gonna die. We know that Hopper isn't gonna die. I think that's basically it. Oh, like, I've only really seen about the epilogue that one picture that I'm sure everyone on the whole internet has seen, where it's like Mike and Hopper sitting on a bench. But honestly, Hopper could be dead, because that could be like a flashback, because he looks exactly like he did in like seasons 1 and 2. So basically, like, what if he's hallucinating Hopper because he died after his funeral? Basically, all we really know is that Mike is alive. Unless they're both, like, dead and they're in, like, the afterlife together. Crazy. I don't know. But basically, like, it's kind of a big controversy, because not all of them, but like about 2 hours of screen time and like scenes have been cut out of this most recent season, and about an hour of scenes were cut out from the past seasons, like altogether, which is like scenes from season 1 where like it kind of gave more emotion that they have cut out. Like, there was meant to be a scene of Mike after they find Will's body, of him just like riding his bike alone crying, And I think the fact that they removed that is kind of just stupid, because it would have added depth.
That is all. I'll see you in the next video, I guess.